All right, welcome. Our weekly Wednesday class. We have a bunch on our Zoom, and we're recording this for your future use. And who do we have? We have Tiffany here, Carol's here, Savannah's here, and Priscilla just popped in. Yay! All right, so lovely. Let's get started. Every time I even just visualize my mat and know that I'm coming to my mat, I get this sense of, yay, I get to relax and connect to my inner world. No better posture to do that in than this child's pose with double fists supporting your head. So come right to your mat. Take a couple deep sighs. If the knees need a little bit to come into child's pose, just come off a little bit. Come off of your hips and maybe just use your elbows. That works too. So just know your body. Sometimes heating it up with pulses gets you into the full child's pose. So be patient with yourself. Right now we'll just take 3 deep breaths in through the nose. Let it out through the mouth. Good. Again, inhale nose. Wide open mouth, exhale. Last one, inhale nose. Let it out through the mouth. Good. Go ahead and release the head. Walk the hands to the front of the mat. Spread the fingers wide. Hover the elbows and drop the forehead to the mat. Reach a little bit more. Oh my gosh, my whole back is lengthening and cracking and popping. It's awesome. So this active, dynamic child's pose. Some activity through the arms. Couple more breaths. You can feel it in the mid-back. Nice. Next breath, inhale. Exhale, come on up. Bend the elbow so you're pushing, and we'll go right into this bent knee up dog. So obviously just starting, so go slow. And then come back to that child's pose. So moving into a bent knee up dog by dropping your hips low and your heart up. Yeah, that's it. Oh. Talk about immediate flexion, lower back flexion. Be gentle. Use your snake-like movements and your breath. Couple more like that. It's great for the arms as well. Spread out the scapula, get the heart to reach forward. Making sure that fingertips are not inward, but more outward. Or straight ahead with that index finger. Last one. Good. Come back to fire toes. So just tuck your toes under. Obviously, I'm pulsing a little bit. My feet are very stiff. So I'm just sinking into that gradually, which seems natural. Maybe it's natural for you to pulse as well. So you're tucking your toes under, fire toes. Once you have your toes under, spread out the little pinky toe, pull the sit bone back, pause. Oh, hello, fire toes. Oh gosh. Add on, right elbow behind the head. Good. Maybe that left arm reaches for the fingers. We'll just go back and forth with the arms. Beautiful way to heat up the shoulders. Keeping the torso tall. If it's too much for the toes, come off. I know it's a lot for those toes. Keep your eyes still. And just rotate the shoulder blades. Oh, just commit to 2 more breaths for those toes. Last one. Nice. Oh gosh, time to come off. Pound out the feet. Circle the ankles. Good. All right, we made it to tabletop. Woo. Oh, you know what? Let's bring the fingertips back to stretch out the wrists. So fingertips towards your knees. Pull back slightly. Open up the hands. I'm dropping my chin low. If you want to add on, you might even want to do a cat-cow here. It's up to you. Take your time flexing the back. One more. All right, so then the next thing after that, which your body's calling out for, is shake out your hands. Definitely, especially if you kept your fingertips firmly back. And then squeeze, compression on your wrists. Good. Good. Yeah, and if it's hard to sit cross on your heels, definitely sit cross-legged. We're going to massage our hands. I love this exercise. I'm going to come a little closer in case you need to see. So nice flex. Don't move the camera just slightly so you can see. Flex, right? Flexing the hand and start at that pinky and then just circle inward. And there you go. You're massaging that hand. Make sure the shoulders are down the back. You have broad shoulders. That's it. Connecting to breath, also a great breath exercise. Eyes closed. Beautiful way to go inward. And I'm on the next finger. Stretching, pulling, lengthening the arm. Really good. Oh, wow. I'm on the index finger. Yeah, anywhere from down here to halfway up. Oh, wow. Index finger, I could really feel that. Thumb, so when you're doing your thumb, you're at that back side, on the back side of the thumb, just pushing it in, pulling the palm back. Wow. Nice, good. And then we'll do that to the other side. So other hand, I'll come back to my mat. Pulling it back. Little pinky. So vagus nerve. Why am I yawning? Because this, anytime you're massaging hands, feet, forehead, stomach, you're stimulating the vagus nerve. Great way to help the breath come more naturally as well. You know, when we're in a flight or fight mode, our breath gets very shallow and we hold our breath. Immediately when we start relaxing our nervous system, we can breathe. So not underestimate the fact that this is resetting your nervous system so that your practice can be nice and breath filled with deep Ujjayi ocean breath. Obviously, went a little faster on this side. I'm on my thumb. Awesome. Shake it out. Beautiful. Come back to the mat when you're finished. You know, I don't want to rush you. Take your time. And cat-cow with fingertips straight ahead this time. Rounding into the back. And then dropping down. Activating the entire spine Chin and chest on the round, even push into the hands, into the knees. And then as you drop, sit bones shoot back, heart reaches forward. And the breath can go either direction. Make it yours. Wow. Low back. Side to side, swinging side to side. And then walking the knees back, let's go into puppy pose when you're ready. Take your time. Walk the hands forward, nice, strong, straight back. Forehead drops underneath the arms. Long spine. Beautiful. One more full breath. Good. Come on up. Walk the hands back underneath you. Tabletop, tuck the toes under, and then hover the knees. And then press up and back. Down dog. Rocking from side to side. Open those calves. Down dog. It's like home base. Pressing into the heel. Good. And then tippy toes. Take the heels to the right. I always enjoy this Egyptian down dog. As you bring your heels to the right, I'm sensing a nice stretch through that left hip socket. Let the head drop. If you need to come off your hands, your wrists, take a break and come back in. You can always go into child's pose for a breath or two and then come back to this. We're switching sides, heels to the other side now. Great, come back to center, tippy toes, and then keep that tippy toes. Just walk your feet in, walk your hands in. And if you need blocks for your hands, you can bring your blocks over. Just push into the hands, keep the tippy toes lifted. And then drop the heels. Bend the knees. Nice forward fold. Utkatasana, forward fold. Oh my gosh. Bent knees, torso draping over the upper thighs, hands around the calves, shake out the head. So funny how we keep our head up. We're like, ah, but no, just let the head hang. Shake it out, yes, no. And then put some pressure into the feet. Push, push, push. And then as you put pressure into the feet, put your hands on the shins. Bring your hands to your knees. Pause there. Maybe there's a little cat-cow. I love this. Pause. Yeah, and then I love that too, Carol. The circling of the knees. You know me too well. That's it. Oh, right and left. And make sure you go the other direction. Good. Pause in the chair. As you sit, bring hands right to the hip creases. As you pull the hip creases back, sit into your chair. Arms can come forward, shoulders onto the back. Inhale. Exhale, come to stand. And then take your time moving back into chair and then back into stand. Inhale. Exhale. Your own rhythm. Inhale to stand. Exhale to sit. Oh, that's great. That's it. That's all we're doing. Just that chair to stand. One more. Coming up, and then cactus arms. Spread the arms wide. Let that happen. Let your heart move forward, and then push your hips forward. Lift through your heart. A little bit of back bending. Come back up. Drop the chin down, and then see. Notice how the elbows are coming right into the ribs. Palms are like you're holding a plate. That helps get these clavicles open as you bring your hands together. Good. Heart lifts. And then find your forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Good. All the way over. Start from the beginning. So open, elbows, fingertips, chest, forward fold. Wow. Oh yeah, hamstring. Nice. Bring the hands to the low back. Give it a massage. Some vibration to the back and to the side of the legs. Check in with the head and neck. You want that relaxed. Nice free-flowing head. Good. Now release the hands. I'm going to bring my feet a little closer since they were wide. Hip width apart with the feet. Left hand down, right arm high. Into a twist. Softening that left knee. You can even bring the top arm around the back. If it feels funny on the neck, look down. Good. Right comes up. Bring it over the ear and down. And switch sides. Alternating the knees. A little bit of softness in that knee. And you know that there's blocks too. If it feels like you're bending a lot, you could bring a block underneath the hand. Yeah, good, Savannah. That's exactly right. Nice little lift. Opposite arm comes up. Ribs in. Again, all these options. You don't have to, but your arm can come around the back. You can exaggerate the stretch in the neck by looking down. Keeping that 4-count breath. Good. Let it come out. Top arm. All the way down. Good. Excellent. Take a deep sigh. And on your inhale, extend the heart forward, halfway lift. So belly up, ribs in, heart extends out. Pause there. Push the knees back, but bring the weight more forward towards your toes, if that makes sense. And then we'll do it a couple times. Exhale, come back. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, come back. Wow. Last one. Nice. Then just step back. Plant the hands and step back with the left leg. I adjusted my front foot because I want it more towards the front of the mat. Left knee drops behind you. You can bring the hands on the inside. That feels good. And that left knee drops. Yeah. Playtime. Drop that back knee just to play, and you can soften the back foot. We'll definitely straighten out the back leg, but take a moment just to play, letting that right hamstring stretch out. And curving side to side. Little circles. It's like a warm-up playtime. With breath. Don't forget the breath. Great. Now tuck that back toe under and straighten out the back leg. See what that feels like. Oh, wow. You can also try to frame that front foot. If it doesn't reach, if that right elbow or right armpit gets a little tight, you can always put a block on each side of the foot to hover there. We'll stay for another 2. In fact, let me demonstrate that. because it's actually quite nice to put the blocks on either side. Yeah, that's it. Out through that back leg. Make sure that right hip crease pulls back, lengthening through the back side. So good. I'm going to keep the blocks. If you happen to have the blocks, use them for your high plank. Step back, hold. That might be too much. You drop your knees down. Good. I'm going to drop my knees down and then high to low push up. Upper body. Come on down. Slide through for up dog. Tabletop. I still have my hands on my blocks. Down dog. If you haven't tried down dog with blocks, it actually is quite satisfying. So I would give it a try. See what it feels like for your upper body. Great. So now we have the left leg stepping up. Right knee drops down. I'm going to move my blocks aside because I didn't use them on the other side for just that playtime, right? Right knee on the ground. Give it a moment just to play straight and bend. Breathing in and breathing out. Any movements, side to side, rocking that knee. This is that coming home part. Oh, so good. Excellent. Then tuck that right toe under. Straighten out the back leg. Pause with the hands on the inside for maybe just a breath or two. And then frame the front foot. I have to move my foot over to the center. Bring my blocks again. Check in with that left hip crease. It tends to want to move forward. You want that left hip crease to have space. So hands, fingertips right in that hip socket as you pull the hip back. Straighten the back leg. There we go. Pause there. That's it. Excellent, you guys. Pause, pause, pause. Nice, vibrant back leg. And then move through flow, whatever flow you like. You don't have to do your chaturanga. You can come into down dog. You can come into child's pose. I'm going to move through a chaturanga. Low push up. Belly comes down, up dog. And down dog. You don't have to do straight legs. Again, that easy and gentle move through tabletop to down dog. Oh, so nice. Let's step up. Halfway lift. My blocks are right here. Extend halfway out. Exhale, pull back in. And then either roll up or flat back to come up by pushing into the feet. Exhale at the top. Beautiful. So nice little warm up there. Let's take it wide. Add our shoulder stretch again. Adjust our pose. Give it a little wiggle. I love that. Oh, I love that. Priscilla, good idea. Just a little wiggle, a little circle. Excellent. All right, so now find that distance. Actually, before we do the shoulder stretch, the feet in a V, open up the knees, push back into the hips. I feel like there's a little stretch that needs to happen in my inner thigh, so you're along for the ride. Yeah, that's it, just a little stretch. So you're bent, you're opening your knees like a book. You can rock from side to side. Saturday's class on Zoom was all about the inner groin. It was amazing. So I'm still feeling it. All right, so then keep that horse stance. You can put your hands on your knees right in through that midsection and push those knees away from you as you still, yeah, beautiful, you guys, that's it. Good. And then release the hands, but keep the knees and just hold. Pulse, you can even pulse. Keep the knees, make sure you can see your toes, and just give it a little pulse in, little pulse. That's it. Nice. One more breath. And stand. Awesome. Turn the toes inward. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Now we have our shoulders. We're totally ready for it. Heart lifts. And then slightly bend the knees. Push the booty behind you. And come into that forward fold. Excellent. You got it. Light up the legs by pushing into the ground. Look at your belly, see if your navel's in and up as much as you can. Suctioning that Sushumna, that root lock. Keeps the hips safe. Excellent. Let the hands soften that. Bring them to the ground. Walk the hands underneath the chest. So that, again, this is the same sort of setup that we did with the legs closer. Could add a block and just turn into one side. Such a great stretch. Same sort of thing. If it feels like you want that right arm behind your back, whichever arm you're doing that's up. You can bring it out and over the ear, stretch it out. As you bring that arm over the ear, take it down to the ground, way away from you. I'm moving my block. You could also use the block as well, but you're just straight, sort of like down dog with your arms straight. Let's see. Yep. Bring your hips right over your ankles, and you're just stretching that upper body forward. Hollow out the navel. Keep that integrity of the legs. Okay, walk it back in. And the other side. Right hand, I'm on my right side down and my left arm up, but make sure you just do the other side. Stretching. Today we're stretching the hamstrings. Remember the breath. Inhale, nose. Exhale, nose. Yeah, anytime you feel like you're not flexible and that the floor is too far away from you, add a block. Bring the floor closer to you. Comes out, reach it out. Good, hand comes down. Bring the feet a little closer and then roll yourself up. Nice and slow. Good. Great time for that circle. We'll call it Priscilla's circle. That's it. Oh, round and round we go. Which directions? Nice. Bounce. Bring it in, and then you might need. It's awesome if you just use your back against the wall, especially if you're finding it a challenge to balance, and then just bring one knee up. Good. That's it. One knee up. See if you can pull it nice and tight as your bottom knee. Give it a little pulse. So it's like wind relieving posture when we're on our back. In fact, I'll remember to do that towards the end. Good. And then just switch. Side. Web. Balance. Knee up, shoulder. They have this lever thing. Goes up and then it goes down. One more time. Last one. Try to stay still. Just the legs. Good. Much better. Last one. Last one. Did I say that already? Well, I lied. Last one. Good. All right. Nice. I think we need a little bit for our shoulders. Take that right elbow behind the head and the fingertips. That might be enough. This might be enough with the left hand on that right elbow. Add a C curve over to the shoot. Sorry guys, hold on one second. My Zoom just ended. So let me see if I can get it going. There, I'm still here. Yep. I think it might be battery. I didn't have it closed in. Good, I'm back. Nice. Okay, and then we'll switch. Yeah, I'm back. Hopefully you guys can see me. Left elbow comes up.
Hey, Todd, that sound went out.
Okay, is it better now? Can you hear me? Oh, there it is. Okay, good. Yeah, you can hear me now. Sorry about that. I think I'm back. It popped me off. So just switch sides. Left elbow up and over to the side, or you can take that arm. Good. Yay! Make sure you do both sides. I'm glad you guys made it back. Yay! Whew. Almost done. So I feel like yoga just gives this time warp, and I forget how fast it goes. And then all of a sudden the hour is over. Yeah. Shake out your arms. Yay! Oh, one more shoulder. I think we need it. Right arm underneath the left. You could do eagle arms. Pull it away from you. Keep it out and then turn the elbows off to the right. Good. Look to the left. Feel the shoulders down the back. And just ground into the feet. Don't forget the feet. Not wanting to jam the knees back. You know, you want that little bit of bounce in the body. So good. And then come back to center. Unwind, shake it out. You can also do circles. And then it will be the left arm underneath. The right away from you. And then off to the side. Look over the opposite shoulder. Keep breathing. Wow, so good. And then back to center. Unwind. Great. So then come to the mat if you're not already. And we'll move through a nice salute. Reaching up, being mindful of your thumbs, looking up. Exhale, swan dive slowly forward. Exhale. Wow. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, move through your version of Surinama, your high to low push-up, to up dog or low cobra, to down dog. Nice. Great. So let's set ourselves up for a pigeon pose. I'm going to drop my left knee, step forward with my right foot. Okay, right foot, and then use the right hand inside of the knee. Good. Walk the fingers off over to the right and lean into that hand as you pull the front foot over a little bit. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. And you're letting that knee open up to the side. You see that? So make sure your hand's on the inside, Savannah. Inside of the knee. So hand on the inside of the knee, let that knee drop. And you're just letting that open up. Sort of like a supported pigeon, because that's what we're doing. We're moving into, the heel is right underneath my nose. And my knee is dropping off to the side. My back knee went all the way back. Good. Take that hand out, which was supporting you from the inside, and then move the heel close to you. Now it's pigeon pose. Yeah, you got it. Good. Excellent. Oh, yeah, and you know what to do. You just take a breath and you mount yourself forward. Supporting your head. And committing to maybe 5 breaths. 5 more breaths. There are 4 counts in and 4 counts out. Takes time to feel that right hip socket or right IT band, hips opening. Good. Next breath. Prep. Inhale. Exhale, gently use your hands for support. Walk your hands up. Lean to the right. Ah, so good. I haven't done this in a while. You're going to lean to that right hip. Turn the left toe up. And you're going to sit right on your hips. Yeah, awesome. Left hand to the right knee. Look over the right shoulder. Stay tall. Back arm comes up, that back arm comes up, and it's a C curve over to that left side. Ah, oh, so good. Put your right hand behind the head. Let that elbow open up. If it feels right for you to deepen this, you can bring a block or just put your left elbow on the ground and right arm up and over, stretching it just a little bit more. Beautiful. Come back up. Nice. And let's switch. How about that? We're going to take the right leg and bring it open. Take that left foot and bring it in. Turn. So now you're turning to the back side. Oh my gosh, you guys won't be able to see me, but we're going to turn to the other side. Plant that foot. And just as we started that other side, remember, with the hand on the inside of the knee, walk the foot over to the opposite side of the mat. So we're setting up for pigeon on the back side of the mat. Take your time. If this feels awkward, there's no reason. Just go into pigeon. It feels amazing to me. I love it, so that's why I'm doing it. So my knee, it doesn't drop all the way down. Some people who are very, very flexible, their knee goes right to the ground in this posture. Good. Gently come out with that hand. Pull the heel close to you. And now you're in full pigeon. Good. Take a breath. Melt yourself forward. Yay. You got it. Double fists. Nice under the head, just like when we did it in our pigeon pose with that support for the head or block. My favorite when I feel my lymphatic system is moving. Stay heavy. Wow, amazing. Just 2 more breaths. Really surrender into that exhale. Let that exhale happen. Even if it's a deep sigh, that's a benefit as well. Awesome. Gently come out. Lean to that hip. Pull the right toe straight up. And then you sit tall. It's like this mindful, gradual process. Good. And then the opposite arm, right arm, knee. Look behind you. Push down into the ground to lift the spine up. And then that left arm up over towards that right toe. Hand can come behind the head, top hand. Open up the elbow a little bit. Release the knee, coming to a block. This is helpful. I like the block from my elbow. Still turning. Straighten out the top arm. Last little bit. Good. Come on up. Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and lay onto the back. Take yourself right to your back. Before we go onto the back, perfect segue or transition is rock and roll. So massage your back. Hover the toes. Use the exhale, drop into the low back. And just round. Yeah, doesn't that feel good? Yeah, all the way to the top. And then all the way back on the exhale. Beautiful. All right, and then roll yourself down. Circle out the knees. You're on your back, just circling, massaging your back. You could do this with bent knees or even with straight legs, letting your toes reach up towards the ceiling. That's amazing as well because it gives more weight to that sacral bone. So it feels like it's getting more massage. That's it. Excellent. Oh, and so remember I talked about that windward leading pose? Let's do it right now. So interlace the fingers, take that right knee towards the right shoulder. You can start with the left foot bent on the mat to start, really feeling the softness in the low back. right knee to the right shoulder. Once you've connected, chin down, length through the top of the head, slide straight down through that left heel. Good. Oh, beautiful. Don't forget to breathe. It's easy to forget. All right, and then cross it over for a twist. When you're ready, these are just my timings. You can always pause and lengthen and keep it longer. But supine twist, off to the knee, off to the left side, look to the right. So good. Ooh, come back up. Drop that right foot onto the mat so the knee's pointing straight up. Left knee comes up toward your shoulder, interlace the fingers to the webbing, and you're pulling the left knee up. Once you feel that fixed place, that sweet spot where it's right to the edge, straighten out the bottom leg. And then cross it over, knee over to the right. Look to the left. All right. Then think what would feel good to your body right now to end class. A little bit of symmetry, come back to symmetry. Maybe there's this Feldenkrais move where you're using your feet to support and you tap the sacral bone up and down. That's excellent. You can go into happy baby, which would be nice too if you need to open up your hips a little bit more. Happy baby is this, feet up to the ceiling. Oh, yeah. That. Soles of the feet together, Supta Baddha Konasana with the blocks supporting on either side. That's excellent. I always love that. Soles of the feet and support with blocks on those hip creases. Your arms can come up above you. I like this. I think I'm going to pause in this posture. Yeah. Upside down pigeon. Excellent option. If you know plow and shoulder stand and that's part of your practice, you could do that. Mm-hmm. And find your way into Shavasana, corpse pose. Letting the hips be supported with something under your knees or hamstrings. Letting your feet turn out, palms up. Soft, easy breath. This place of ease and flow. Not grasping at any thoughts, not trying to control your thoughts. Just the benefit of our asana practice clears the mind, making it that quiet stillness of the lake. Letting that lake just be quiet and still. More than welcome just to stay in your Shavasana if it feels correct. And when it does feel correct, take your time wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. Rocking the head. Taking a couple deep breaths. You can bring one knee up to the chest, the other knee up. Once they're both up, natural rocking, waking up the body. I could have stayed there for so much longer, 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes. So I encourage you, if you don't want to move, don't move. Stay there. Coming up when you're ready. Once you're in that upright position, one last breath together. Inhale nose. And let it out through the mouth. Seal the lips. Back in through the nose. Out through the nose. Oh, wow. I feel so happy now. I love it. Namaste. Good. Yay. I feel all of you. Yoga does that. It raises our vibration, raises our frequency. People talk about that all the time, right? Well, this is the quickest way to do that. So, awesome. Let me know if you watch the replay.